Hi, I'm Ricky Loadsman and welcome to Business Bootcamp. Today we're going to talk a little bit about creating a roadmap. Now, what is a roadmap? Why am I talking about roadmaps? Well, I guess in anything in life, if you've got a goal and you want to get somewhere, you need to have a guide on how you're going to get there, don't you? So what I like to do is call it developing a vision and creating the roadmap for that vision. Now, a vision, I'm not talking about a spiritual vision, oh, I saw a spirit or I saw a ghost, something. I'm talking about you actually seeing what it is that you're after. Now, this could be for business, and you can also use this in your personal life too. So it might be that, I want to, let me think. I want to climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Okay, let's go with something really, really simple. I want to do it, but I'm frightened of heights. The thought of being up there just makes me feel anxious. My body gets the shakes. I get fevers and I think, oh, I don't want to be up there. It's way too high, okay? So I need to develop a vision of what I'm going to do and how I'm going to get there, okay? So what I do is I might start with a vision board or a dream board, some people might know it as. So I'm going to grab myself a bit of card, about yay big, and I'm going to put pictures of the Sydney Harbour Bridge all over it, okay? And every morning I'm going to look at that board and I'm going to go, yes, I climbed the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I am the best person in the whole world. I'm going to get excited about it. I'm going to feel positive about it. I'm going to know it's going to be the best experience of my life. Now, I know you're laughing right now and you think this is funny, but it does work, believe me. Okay? And then I'm going to think to myself, okay, I've got a really bad fear of heights. So how can I build up to that? If I've got a fear of heights, I'm not going to go straight away and go jump out of a plane, am I? I need to build up to that. So I'm going to create a roadmap. Alright, so what can I do with my help of fear of heights? I could go to a hypnotherapist, maybe, get them to help working with me. I could look at local places, like for example in Adelaide, we have Adelaide Hills. And in the Adelaide Hills there's some beautiful, beautiful walks that you can do through nature, to waterfalls and all sorts. So maybe I might start with finding a buddy who's going to help me walk through Mount Lofty Hills, okay? And there's, slowly build up to getting that, I guess, fear of being above the heights and work it down slowly and slowly. So again, my roadmap will be, I need to take action. I need to look at a hypnotherapist. I need to find a buddy to take me to some of these places to help me, I guess, slowly work through my fear of heights. But I'm going to set a date on my goal too. So on the 30th of June this year, I'm booking a flight to Sydney. And I'm doing that this week because you know what? Successful people, they take immediate action. Because if I book that flight and I'm going on the 30th of June, I've got a deadline. I've got to get there. So if I'm going to do it for the 30th of June, I'm going to work my way back. On the 30th of June, I'm going there. So where do I need to be prior to that? So maybe by the month before that, I need to know that I've got to the top of the Mount Lofty summit and that I am feeling comfortable and vibrant and excited about the beautiful world that I can see from that height. Okay? So I'm sure you get the gist of what I'm saying, but you work backwards from your goal. So set your goal, put a date on it, commit to that date. If that means booking a flight, if that means booking into a course, if that means that in 6 months' time you need $1,000 in the bank and you don't know how you're going to do it, you need to figure out how you're going to do that. If you don't have the money now, how can you generate that money? How can you generate that money to reach that goal? I need $1,000 in 6 months' time. What's that, $100 a month, something like that? Probably a little bit more actually in 6 months, sorry. But, how am I going to reach that? Maybe I could deliver pizzas on the weekend. Maybe I could clean houses, mow lawns. Maybe I could just sell everything in my house. Maybe I could do a big, massive garage sale and get that $1,000. What I'm saying to people here, my point of my whole story here is if you have a vision and you set an actual target on it and you commit to that target, you will create your roadmap to get there and you can achieve it. It's people that say, I want to go on a holiday. Where do you want to go? Oh, I don't know. When are you going to go? Oh, I don't know. I can't really afford it. Why can't you afford it? Oh, I've got too many bills. Well, how can we change that? Do you know what I mean? There's always a question. To me, in my world, and this is what I love to teach people, there's always a way. There's always a solution. There's always an opportunity. But you have to be willing to look for it and you have to commit to it. So what I want you guys to do for me today is to actually commit to something. What's that one thing that you've always wanted to do that you haven't done? And it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be getting away from your fear of heights. It doesn't have to be going on a $20,000 holiday. It might be really simple, like, I haven't bought myself any nice shoes in 12 months. So I'm going to commit to putting $100 aside in the next month so I can go buy myself a $100 pair of shoes that I like from a really nice boutique. That's what I'm saying. People think everything has to be so large. It doesn't have to be. It's what you want. What do you need? What's your vision? What's your roadmap? Start small and then build it up. And again, that's something else that we can work with you here at Launch Into Business. So remember, for us, our motto is it's not just about business, it's about life too. Because let's face it, it all molds into one, and at the end of the day, the key ingredient to that recipe is you, and only you can make that change. So anyway, take care and we'll talk again soon. Thanks.